इसमें बेटा क्या है, the problem statement which we would be looking at is that how does one optimize inventory planning, correct?
Okay.
Using tally as an input. तो इसमें why this need arises is because one needs to use forecasting for purchase planning and advanced statistics. For purchase planning, ठीक है ना? तो ये बेसिकली इसका टोटल, दैट इज द नीड्स, दैट वाज व्हाट वी वुड बी यूजिंग पावर बीआई फॉर, क्योंकि एडवांस स्टैटिस्टिक्स एंड परचेज प्लानिंग जो है वो वी माइट नॉट बी एबल टू डू इट फ्रॉम द गिवन ईआरपी, राइट? नाउ आवर स्टेप फ्लो, our flow process shall be as follows. Okay, first we shall ask whether the analysis is company wise or go down wise, because I have inventory valuations at both the levels. Okay, is it clear? Second is, what will be the time frame for analysis? Year, year month, or year quarter. Okay, now based on this, hello, hello, yes, हाँ हाँ, आ जाइए, आधे घंटे में आ जाइए, 11 बजे, हाँ आ जाइए, 11 आ जाइए, हाँ आए, हाँ हाँ, ठीक है ना? तो उसमें जो है, देन यू कैन से टाइम फ्रेम फॉर एनालिसिस, ईयर मंथ, ईयर क्वार्टर और ईयर फॉर एनालिसिस. Then the third is going to be, so what we would do is, we will first look at average sales patterns over the given time period. Okay, for a given item. So we would take, what does it mean? It means a time slicer shall be either year month or year quarter or year, and we shall take the average of sales in that time period. Is this clear, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then what I shall do is, time slicer shall be either year month, year quarter, and this thing in that time period. ठीक है ना? हाँ.
Yes, sir.
Then think through what can be the next step. Tell me, Devjyoti. Okay. Then the next step is going to be, we shall take the closing stock of the item name at the end of the time period. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Now what we would do here is, as a third step, the average. Now so this is one portion. Now the third step is going to be, find out how critical is the given item. So what we shall do for the same is, we shall do ABC analysis of the sales, of the historical sales of the given item. The top 70% of the items shall be A, between 70% and 90% shall be B, and last category shall be C. Is this clear?
Yes, sir. सर इसको कैसे पता
सर कैसे पता चलेगा कि नेक्स्ट स्टेप क्या होगा सर?
ये मैं तुम्हें करके बता रहा हूँ ना. आई एम गिविंग इट टू यू इन अ वीडियो, इन अ रिकॉर्डिंग. You have to follow this step, na?
Okay, sir.
So year, quarter, this means this is a slicer. Average sales pattern, this is a measure. This is a ready-made measure. Time slicer shall be either year or month. Then closing stock at the end of the time period, ये जो है number, ये निकालना पड़ेगा. Then ABC categorization, this has to be, all this is there. Now for A category items, we need to keep stocks up to 3 times the average sales in the given time period. मतलब अगर मैं average sales, if I keep it as 3 times, that should be my stocking level. So definition of right stock for A category items is as follows. One, below 3 times the average sales for the given time period is low stock. Need to purchase second, between 3 times and 5 times of the average sales for the item is the right stock. Above 5 times the average sales for the item. Now this can be at the go down and the consolidated level, at both levels. That you will have to do. It is overstock. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Now, from the calculation above, we need to find the following: the pending purchase orders for the given item at the given batch level and the given go down level. Is it clear? So once you have found out what should be it, now I need to check up whether I need to purchase, I don't need to purchase. So what are my pending purchase order levels? Action steps. If the item is below stock, then purchase order to go through. If the item is right stock or overstock, then the purchase order to be cancelled. So if the item is overstock, then purchase order to be cancelled. If the item is right stock, then the open sales orders for the item to be added to the current stock. Is this clear? And checked with the then the open purchase orders. With the open sales orders. Is this clear? Yes or
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
लॉजिकल लग रहा है कि नहीं लग रहा है?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now the next step is going to be siphoning off the sales orders of those parties that have long outstanding due payments. Is it clear? So, if the
Yes, sir.
तो इसमें define a measure. If the historical receipts for a party, so define a measure क्या है? Historical receipts for a party या ऐसे करो, रिसीवेबल turnover ratio. So if the receivable turnover ratio is less than 2, then the party's sales orders need to be put on hold. So those particular parties, their sales orders would be excluded from this transaction. So now definition of receivable turnover ratio for the given time period, the average of sales divided by average receivable shall be the receivable turnover ratio. Is it clear? So for example, if we are looking at data today, then the denominator shall be defined as follows. Closing balance for the party plus the opening balance at the start of the time period divided by 2. Is this point clear?
Yes, sir.
So this is clear, this is clear, this is clear. ये भी तुम्हारा आ जाएगा. तो ए कैटेगरी आइटम्स तक के लिए कर लेंगे, राइट?
Okay, sir.
ओवरस्टॉक. ठीक है. If the item is right stock, okay, so this is 1, this is 2. Now check point for 2. As of the given date, correct. So total sales divided by this. So if the average receivable is this thing, correct. So this will help you decide for A category items how much to purchase, whether to purchase or not to purchase, and which purchase orders to be cancelled, which purchase orders not to be cancelled. Basically the target of this entire thing is planning. So a target is to develop a purchase planning module that takes into account the following: A. Importance of the historical sales of the item. Pending sales orders. Now, within the pending sales orders, this should include the following parameters: one, credit worthiness of the parties concerned. How credit worthy are they? That means one should not furnish further orders for those parties that have poor credit history. But if a party is not paying, why should I have sales order and so forth? Right? तो उसको exclude कर दो.
Okay, sir.
Right? Then see open purchase orders and pending and sales orders by item. This should include granularity, could include company go down. Now, A category items should have higher stock. B category should have lower stock, and C category should have least stock. ये तुम्हारा लॉजिक है. So A category analysis, then B category analysis, and then C category analysis. Is this clear, beta?
Yes, sir.
So this will be a standard inventory planning module, a sort of an inventory planning modules. This is a start. Any questions up till now?
No, sir.
So what I will now ask you to do is, I will ask you to go through this particular document. Okay, and ask me any questions which you have, because you will make this over the next 4-5 days. Is it clear, beta?
Yes, sir.
So inventory planning module specs. This is the initial spec. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Now what I will do is I will go here. I'll give you sort of a hint on this. So you will go for non-inventory wise, you'll go by stock item view, and for inventory wise, you'll go at the stock item batch level. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Now your slicer, suppose I go by go down by go down, or suppose I don't go down by go down, right? So then I put in a slicer here, say yes or no?
Year 2 months. Yes, sir.
Now
Yeah.
what will I do next? Based on the spec,
Yes. Year quarter, sir. Or year quarter.
think
Time
through it.
frame.
Okay, I'll give you this file and we'll start from it from there. Right? एक बार इसको पढ़ लो फिर करते हैं. Okay?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.